What's up, Capricorn? This is a new moon reading for the new moon in Cancer, July 17th, 2023. It is a new moon while the sun is in Cancer, and the new moon is in Cancer on a Monday, which is the day ruled by the moon, Moon's Day. So, this is a very powerful new moon and a great moon to set your intentions for what you want. I would suggest that there hasn't been this powerful of a moon in a while to set your intentions. I'm going to do a thought spread like I did before. I'm going to clarify with the thoughts deck, but because this is a new moon reading and it is a moon reading, I will be using the Moonology deck to grab a card to kind of give us an idea of what what you should be setting your intentions for. I don't really have much Capricorn in my chart. I think I have one planet, which is Neptune. And also because the sun and the moon are in Cancer, this smells like it's going to be one of those secrets coming to light or things that are hidden coming to the forefront, and that causing changes, causing new beginnings. And I can think of many ways that could come to pass. But let's kind of see what Capricorn needs to set their intentions on, and we'll throw out the cards and see what we get from that. Oh, almost there. I really wanted that bottom card, but come on. Oh, there it is. Ooh. Don't let pride get in the way. We're all guilty of a little bit of pride. And that is the full moon in Leo. Now, let's kind of see what this is talking about here. What situation should Capricorn not let the pride get in the way? Oh, it already wants to stop. Ooh, it's like a sneaky strategic situation. Somebody might have done you wrong. But we'll see. We'll get some clarifiers here in a minute. So we get an idea of what's going on here. The outcomes look good. Looks like big victory. I show the bottom of the deck, though it doesn't really. I feel like if it doesn't come out in the reading, it really isn't. I'm not really big on the bottom of the deck card. But let's look at the current question, the current situation around this "Don't Let Pride Get in Your Way" card, which is kind of the overall flow of the new moon here. We do have the Seven of Swords with the Knight of Swords, or the King of Swords with the Hermit. So, this could definitely be something with like secrets for sure, because the Hermit definitely could represent that. Definitely could be secrets coming to light because the King of Swords says what he wants to say regardless. And this could be, sneaky dealing, sneaky thoughts, somebody not being truthful. This would be some kind of communication here. Somebody may have said something to you, or you found out something about someone. Something was said to you. Maybe even about like a secret. Something that wasn't supposed to be talked about or shared, one of your secrets even. And that could have really upset you. And it could have been an air sign. It could have just been that it could just be a person that just happened to blurt it out there, and that could be the King of Swords for sure. And you could feel in some way that was disingenuous or taking something from you. And you may not want to forgive this person, and that's kind of the whole pride thing. And the only reason I'm getting that kind of vibe is because of what that card is, the overall card. Don't let pride get in your way. The current path you're on, though, looks like you're going to make the right judgment. You got the Six of Cups, which it's a forgiving type of energy. It's a loving energy with the Fool and the Final Judgment. And the Fool is facing this. He's facing this Six of Cups. So that's either them offering you a cup, like offering you like an apology, or you accepting an apology, or vice versa. If you did that to someone else, you may be offering an apology, and it looks like it's going to lead you to a new path with them, or a new beginning with them, or maybe you decide that the new path is that like I'm done, and it could be somebody from your past, and that could be your final judgment. But only you'll know what that final judgment is, and we'll get some clarifying on it. But it looks like whatever decision you make about this individual, and it's probably something done against you, maybe. Or maybe you didn't need to apologize and pride's getting in the way, kind of thing. Or it could be that, maybe you're not very communicative, or very cold and blunt in the communication, or someone's very cold and blunt to you in their communication, because that's what that King of Swords really represents. Or you don't communicate much, because that'd be the Hermit for sure. And somebody feels disenfranchised, or like something's being taken from them because there's not enough communication. And it could be somebody that you care about a lot. It doesn't really look like it's a partner, because I don't see Two of Cups or the Lovers, but when we clarify, we'll see if any of that comes up. But this is definitely going to lead to a new path, could be even new perspective based on whatever your judgment is. And that's the current path that you're on. This other path is walking away, and you got the Eight of Cups, the Six of Swords with the Page of Rods. So both those two fellows, they're all facing the exact same way. And they're all moving over here, by the way. Looks like they're all facing towards over here. But this guy, his rod is bigger than him, so he's kind of, the passion's too big for him. The passion's bigger than what he can handle, I'm guessing is what I'm trying to say over there. And he's kind of moving toward, traveling away or moving away. And this dude's also walking the same way. It's just like all moving away. It's like, don't let the passion be bigger than you, right? Now, I guess that could probably be the pride aspect of it. Don't let anger overcome you. You can move away from it. And that's this other path. I think this other path, even though it looks worse, I think it's suggesting that you can move past anger. And Capricorns are very calm and like balanced people, so I don't even really see anger being an issue. But you may have it inside, and just not wanting to let it. Or maybe in some way you thought this hurt your reputation, that it could hurt your reputation. And maybe it really didn't. And that's why I'm saying don't let pride get in your way. It may just be in your head that you think it did. But realistically, people are so self-absorbed, they probably don't even care and notice. With the advice, and when you see the Seven of Cups in advice, I would suggest it says keep an open mind. And you have the Justice with the High Priestess. So you maybe intuitively know what you need to do to keep the balance. Keep an open mind. Keep balance. Justice is going to be served. It's going to be balanced, because this is a card of balance to me. Jachin and Boaz, those are the two pillars. It's Freemasonry. It's what they stand for. It's Boaz and Jachin. It's mercy and severity. It's masculine, feminine, all of that. It's balance, right? She's got a cross, which is also balance or stability. And it's a moon card. So it could be like confusion or intuition. But look, when you walk through the gate behind her, it's just like pomegranates. It's like fruit and blessings and all that. But like maybe you can't necessarily see it, or maybe intuitively, you know that all that is there. And that if you can just find the balance in the situation, justice will be served. Just keep an open mind to whatever this situation is. It could be, like I said, it could just be other people. You hear about other people gossiping, right? Maybe even you gossiped. But it's hard to say for sure. We're going to try to clarify it. But most likely somebody gossiped against you in some way or said something. And maybe it was just in passing and they didn't even really mean any offense or think anything of it, but it hurt you in some way. And I would say just don't hold on to that. Keep an open mind. And if you can look past it, and with whatever this individual is, you're probably going to have all them fruits behind you there, all them pomegranates. But keep an open mind. It looks like you're going to, because the outcome looks pretty good. Well, there's one card there that's a little sketchy. But you have two cards that couldn't represent victory. You get the Ace of Swords, which some would say is victory, but realistically it's a sword of truth. And I think the truth will always set us free, and that's what the Sword of Truth does. It severs ties with that which is false and makes things clear. But it's also victory. And the Six of Wands is also victory for sure. And the Six of Wands is walking straight toward the guy that doesn't want to see what's offered to him, right? And that's what this could be the pride card, right? This could be like you're letting your pride block you from seeing what's right there for you to take. But it looks like victory is walking toward it anyway. It's like victory is in that cup. He's walking toward that cup. Victory is in that cup. What's being offered to you, don't let pride get in your way. If anything happened in the past or whatever it is, somebody may be offering you something and you may not want to do it because maybe in the past they showed you they weren't the most reliable individual, or maybe they insulted you in some way, or maybe they just offended you in some way. Or maybe just one of the people that didn't really seem to fit your flow, right? But you should rethink that. You should really probably pay attention to whatever that offer is, because looks like there's something extremely victorious about it. Something that's going to lead you to like some kind of prestige or something. Because like that dude's riding a horse, was victory. Everybody's cheering around him, like, yeah. And then this sword is like clarity and vision. So it's like it's something that if you let your pride get in your way, you may miss out on. So like keep an open mind. But I feel like that's super easy for Capricorns, man. But I'm not gonna, there's different aspects in people's charts, so it can be difficult if you have like a lot of fire in your chart, or even Scorpio. I'm a Scorpio. I know you can take offense, or even Cancer. Some of the more sensitive signs like Scorpio, Cancer, or Pisces. They may take offense. Oh, right there. So we want to see what this Seven of Swords is for sure. All right. Ooh, looks like a couple of women, or a fire sign and a earth sign. You look like you're trying to. The earth sign that could be you. The Capricorn could be you, the Queen of Pentacles. You need to, and it says truce. Like the Four of Swords in this deck is truce. It's the Lord of Truce. Can you see it? It says truce. I don't know if you can see it or not. Come on. Maybe not. It's truce, and it was in between these two cards. It was like this. So it could be you need to make a truce with whoever this fire sign is, or whoever this fiery person is. And fiery people, I'm fiery. We spout off all kinds of crap and don't even think about it. And like it may be offensive, but like we didn't mean anything about it. Heck, we probably already forgot about it. I mean, like it's more about passion than it is about like actual substance. As to where like I imagine like a Capricorn or even earth signs in general are very meticulous, and they don't really say much unless it needs to be said. So when you see someone like a fiery individual just spouting off crap, you're just like, wow, you know what I mean? And they may say something that's like, well, I don't jam with that at all. That's super offensive. And then so I think you have to find some kind of truce or balance with whoever this like fiery person is or fire sign person is. Their sun sign may not be fire, but they could have all kinds of fire in their chart and be a heavily fire person. So yeah, it feels like somebody offended you in some way. And yeah, you need to kind of try to find a truce there. Maybe even forgive if you can. I want to see what these two paths are here. The path that you're on kind of looks like forgiveness to me. And like the forgiveness will set you free if your judgment, is sweetness. That's what kind of seems like. I guess I want to kind of see what the judgment is. If it'll, if the cards will let us see what maybe the judgment should be. Sometimes it'll be clear, sometimes it won't. Because it's general, so it's going to be really hard to like get a specific without like talking to the person and know what the situation may be. Kind of get an idea what this path is over here. Come on, what is it? Capricorn. Come on, talk to me. Oh, there it is. Queen of Cups. Ooh. Okay, so this path looks like with the Six of Cups, the Fool, and Judgment. It looks like that if you can like kind of forgive and like offer the forgiveness, or if they offer it to you and you take it, like with the Fool, and that's your final judgment, like it's looking good. And that's your current path. You got, Ten of Pentacles, Prince of Wands, and the Princess of Cups. Well, that's the Queen of Cups, right? Queen of Cups. Yeah. So that's looking all good, right? That's looking like, emotional passion and emotional fulfillment and great wealth or great accomplishment if you can do that. So if you can just find the truth with this individual, right? Like I think you're good. Like it's gonna be good. Like you're gonna get more out of it than if you don't forgive this person. Like if you forgive this person, it's gonna lead to bigger and better things. Ooh, I think you want me to stop right there. If you can't, I don't really necessarily see it being bad, but we're going to see this other one looks like walking away from it. It looks like harder work. Oh yeah, a lot harder work if you go the other path, but the sun is there. But it's a lot harder work. So for some reason, whatever this other person is, it could be somebody at work. It could be that if you can forgive them, maybe it'll be a lot easier and you'll be able to accomplish more. But if you go this other path, which is walking away from it, you do have the sun in the middle, right? But you have oppression, which is the Ten of Rods. Then you have prudence, which is the Eight of Pentacles, which is also work. That's like having to stay prudent, work hard, but you get that. So that's your choice. If you want to work hard, you're going to get higher prestige. You're going to get higher. Maybe if you do walk away, you're going to have a harder path, and you're going to have you may be more of in a spotlight. This other path looks like more wealth, but you may not have more of a spotlight. You may have to share it with this individual. Like it may be that you're working on something together. Like you have an idea or they have an idea and you're working on it together, and they'll help it form into something better. I think it's going to be successful either way. One of them will give you more of a spotlight if you walk away from this individual or this situation, and the other one's going to give you more wealth, but you're going to have to share in the prestige and in the accomplishment. Yeah, that's kind of what it seems like. I think it's, but that's entirely up to you, Capricorn. Don't let pride get in your way. It seems like the advice is to make amends. Ooh. I don't even know what I was going to clarify there, but we're going to go ahead. We're going to go ahead and check the advice. You got sorrow, love, and the Ace of Wands. That's really odd. That was on the the confusion or keeping an open mind. I mean, you got 3 of Swords, 2 of Cups with the Ace of Wands. So like if you keep an open mind, you got love in between like the Ace of Wands and sorrow. So if you can keep an open mind, maybe the sorrow, won't basically you'll transmute it, right? You let the love cancel out the sorrow and it can create a new beginning. It's kind of what it feels like. Like it feels like that, like if you can keep an open mind, even though it may hurt, right? And if you can find love, you're looking at this big new beginning. I think that's really all I have, Capricorn. This is a very specific and interesting reading. Hello, Sophie. Let me get her down. Yeah, but please consider liking and subscribing, and thumbsing up. I think I had a pretty decent amount of Capricorns watch my first video, and I'm grateful for that. Hopefully I see more Capricorns back. And this was your new moon reading, and thank you for watching.